We've all been affected by it somehow, whether we've had friends or relatives who've had the virus or whether we're just queuing outside Morrison's. And the research we're carrying out here at the hospital is really important. Without the research, without the help of our colleagues, we're not going to find a cure for this or the best treatment. Now, there's COVID-19 patients on a lot of the wards here at Sandwell and across at City. They will be eligible for one of the studies that we've got currently recruiting here at Sandwell. So please, I'm asking our colleagues just to get in touch with the Research and Development Department and we can come along and see what trials we've got available for your patients.
At the moment, we don't know the best ways to treat COVID-19, but we do have some really good ideas of treatments that have worked in similar situations in the past and things that other types of evidence have led us to think might be really hopeful in giving some benefit in this disease. The only way we're able to see if these treatments truly work is by using them in studies and trials. And that's why research is really important.
Most clinicians are in some way or the other involved in looking after patients with COVID. So I would call upon every clinician who is working in the front line to consider putting their patients up for clinical trials. So for example, as a respiratory physician, I'm very heavily involved in setting up and rolling out the clinical trials. We have a clinical gastroenterologist who's also involved very heavily in clinical trials. I've had many kind of elderly physicians expressing a keen interest in clinical trials. So all of them will be playing a significant role.
So the intensive care, our intensivists are doing trials such as REMAP-CAP. In patients just on the wards, we're admitting patients to a trial called Recovery, which has lots of different limbs, and that includes patients who are very unwell and go on to the intensive care unit. We have a trial called Atomic 2, which is for patients that come up to casualty but who are not that unwell, who we can send home. And importantly, we're also doing a trial in primary care called Principle, which will allow us to see what therapies our general practitioners can give in the community.
It's very important for drugs to be tested in a research setting so we can learn about the drugs. One of the drugs we currently look at is called hydroxychloroquine. It's a drug that we've been using for years for anti-malarial treatment, as well as some other indications. But does it work for COVID-19? Yes or no? If it works, how are we meant to use it? What would the dosing be? The frequency, the duration? Do we need to dose it just for things like renal? Do we need to dose it just for liver impairment? These are all questions that we're trying to get an answer to by doing research.
What we've been able to do with the COVID portfolio is the trials are being developed really quickly using an innovative platform whereby you might have 3 interventions to start with, but if we find that one isn't working so well, we can switch off that drug and put in another drug or a different intervention completely. So we're able to rapidly recruit patients and get results out faster. So some of our studies weren't even thought of 2 months ago, and we are starting to get results out now, and there will certainly be published papers within 3 to 4 months. So we're able quickly to make a difference and find out what is working and, equally importantly, what is not working, because at the moment there is a great deal of anecdotal evidence, but the problem is people are seizing that anecdote and then think that they've got a solution. And actually what our randomised controlled trials are doing is proving that actually things are not as effective as people thought. But in terms of conducting research, we no longer need to spend months and months talking about things. We are doing things very quickly.